my father. When I was growing up, one person I grasped so much from was my father. We would sit down and talk about things that as a child I saw but never really understood, and he would take this time to explain to me. I personally also observed his life from a distance throughout my growing up with him, so there were things that I gained from him without him even knowing. One of the things about picturing the lives of people you respect is that you grow wise from doing so, and it helps you to shape your own purpose in life as well. I was 9 years old when I lost my mother. At that unfortunate moment, I recall my two sisters were barely 3 years and 1 year old respectively. When this happened, I stood there and watched the tears in my father's eye. In his eyes, I could perceive frustration together with pain and lack of drive to live on. As young as I was, I could understand why, but I still thought there was something more than just weeping for a lost wife. My mother was virtually the breadwinner of the family in those days because she had the best job with the best pay, while my dad would have described himself as a young man in his early 30s without much of a purpose. Therefore, when my mom passed away, it was a wake-up call for him to begin to do something worthwhile in his life, especially when the extended family also gave up on us. So what had been a painful death of a lovely, supportive wife became a challenge factor for my dad. As the years went by and as a teenager, I discovered a dramatic change in my father. Determination and focus to raise his children to become great personalities in the future became the purpose of my father. He wanted the three of us to go for gold, so he purposed in his life to give us a university education no matter what the cost. So in my formidable years, I recall Dad entering into business. He first started as a middle salesperson, introducing and mediating between clients and sellers and gaining commissions when there happened to be a business transaction between them. After a considerable period, he saved enough to purchase a van to transport the goods clients had purchased after he had mediated for them. This helped him to take care of his family and to save. After years of working as intermediary and a driver, the Lord granted him favor to open his own business as a retailer with what he had saved. He had also become trustworthy among most wholesalers he had worked for, so he had the opportunity of buying on credit and paying later. By the time I entered into university, Dad had gone ahead to establish a second shop to expand his business, and by the time I completed my degree, he had completed his housing project for the family and was ready to push my sisters into university. Unfortunately, my dad passed away at a painful age of 50, but today we look back at his life with gratitude and with honor more than we do with sorrow. You may ask why. Because when we look back into his years, we see a man who achieved his purpose in life. Not only did we benefit from such purpose, others did too. My father's story, I believe, does not only challenge his children but to you as well. I now understand that God can even use life's crisis to bring out your purpose in life. There is nothing impossible to God. You will not always find your calling wrapped up in a loving, caring situation. Sometimes the situations may not be that which is palatable to you. It may be true bitter encounter, but if you should hold on, God can transform you. His story also convinced me that you do not need so many years to finish the task ahead of you. Because if I look at what my dad accomplished in a matter of 50 years, it is unbelievable. Similarly, today, you find many older people who live with no purpose. It took Jesus 33 years to accomplish his purpose on earth. If a man spends his precious time and energy wisely through purpose, he will live an organized life.